In the heart of the 7th century, a profound change swept across the Arabian Peninsula. This vast and arid land, known for its harsh climate and nomadic tribes, was about to witness a transformation that would echo through the ages. It was the birth of a new religion, Islam, meaning submission to the will of God. This faith emerged in a time of great social and political upheaval, offering a message of hope and unity. This monotheistic faith, revealed to the Prophet Muhammad, would forever alter the course of history, shaping the lives of billions across the globe. The revelations received by Muhammad were seen as a divine guide, a beacon of light in a world filled with darkness. Its message of peace, unity, and devotion to the one true God, Allah, resonated with people from all walks of life, transcending borders and cultures. The teachings of Islam emphasized compassion, charity, and justice, values that appealed to the hearts of many. The story of Islam's emergence is a compelling narrative of faith, struggle, and ultimate triumph. Despite facing immense opposition and persecution, the early Muslims remained steadfast in their beliefs, driven by an unwavering faith in their mission. It is a story deeply embedded in the sands of Arabia, a land characterized by tribal rivalries and diverse beliefs. Before Islam, the Arabian Peninsula was a mosaic of cultures and traditions, each tribe with its own gods and customs. To understand the impact of Islam, we must first journey back in time to the Arabian Peninsula before the Prophet Muhammad walked its sands. It was a time of great change, where the seeds of a new faith were about to be sown, leading to a legacy that continues to shape our world today. The Arabian Peninsula in the 6th century was a land of stark contrasts, a tapestry woven with threads of tribalism, trade, and spirituality. Vast deserts stretched across the landscape, punctuated by bustling oases and trading hubs like Mecca. These urban centers pulsed with the energy of merchants, travelers, and pilgrims from distant lands. Mecca, in particular, held significant religious importance. The Kaaba, a cube-shaped structure believed to be built by Abraham and his son Ishmael, drew pilgrims from across Arabia. It was a place of worship, where various tribal deities were venerated, reflecting the polytheistic beliefs prevalent at the time. Amidst this backdrop of tribal divisions and spiritual diversity, a young man named Muhammad would emerge, destined to unite the Arabian Peninsula under the banner of a single, all-powerful God. Born in Mecca around 570 AD, Muhammad's early life was marked by hardship and loss. Orphaned at a young age, he was raised by his uncle, Abu Talib.
As a young man, Muhammad was known for his honesty, integrity, and contemplative nature.
He worked as a shepherd and later as a trader, gaining valuable experience and a reputation for trustworthiness. Muhammad's work as a trader exposed him to the diverse cultures and beliefs of the region. He witnessed firsthand the social injustices and spiritual discontent that plagued Arabian society. It was during these formative years, amidst the caravans and bustling marketplaces, that Muhammad began to reflect deeply on the nature of God and the purpose of life. When Muhammad was around 40 years old, he began to seek solace and spiritual guidance in the solitude of the Cave of Hira, located on Mount Nur near Mecca. It was during one such retreat in the month of Ramadan that Muhammad received his first revelation from God.
Read.
Overwhelmed by the divine encounter, Muhammad initially hesitated.
Read, in the name of your Lord, who has created all that exists. He has created man from a clot of blood.
This profound experience marked a turning point in Muhammad's life, transforming him from a humble seeker of truth to a prophet of God, entrusted with a divine message for all humanity. Section 5, the message of Islam, 1. God, peace and submission. The core message Muhammad preached was simple yet profound. There is only one God, Allah, and submission to his will is the path to salvation. Islam, meaning submission in Arabic, emphasized the oneness of God, rejecting the polytheistic beliefs prevalent in Arabia at the time. Muhammad's message resonated with those seeking spiritual guidance and social justice. He preached about the importance of prayer, charity, fasting, and pilgrimage. He condemned greed, injustice, and the oppression of the weak. His teachings emphasized the equality of all people in the eyes of God, regardless of their social status, tribe, or wealth. This message of unity and compassion challenged the existing social order, particularly the tribal hierarchies that dominated Arabian society. Section 6. Facing persecution, the struggle for acceptance. As Muhammad's following grew, so did the opposition from the Meccan elite. The message of Islam, with its call for monotheism and social justice, was seen as a direct threat to the established order. His message of monotheism threatened their power and the economic interests tied to the polytheistic pilgrimage trade. The Meccan economy heavily relied on the influx of pilgrims who came to worship the many idols housed in the Kaaba. The Quraysh, Muhammad's own tribe who were custodians of the Kaaba, viewed his teachings as a direct challenge to their authority and the traditional beliefs of their ancestors. They feared losing their prestigious position and the wealth that came with it.
This man dares to challenge our gods and our way of life. How can we allow this to continue? We must stop him before he destroys everything we hold dear. If we do not act now, our traditions and our very way of life will be in jeopardy.
Muhammad and his followers faced ridicule, social ostracism, and even physical persecution. They were mocked in public, shunned by their own families, and subjected to brutal treatment. Some of his followers were tortured and killed for refusing to renounce their faith. The stories of their martyrdom became a source of inspiration and strength for the early Muslim community. Despite the hardships, Muhammad remained steadfast in his mission, urging his followers to remain patient and steadfast in their belief in one God. He reminded them that their suffering was not in vain and that they would be rewarded for their perseverance. The persecution, however, intensified, making it increasingly difficult for the fledgling Muslim community to survive in Mecca. The relentless pressure from the Meccan elite forced them to seek refuge and consider new strategies for survival. Section 7, the Hijra, a journey of faith and survival. In 622 AD, facing escalating threats and violence, Muhammad and his followers embarked on a perilous journey from Mecca to the city of Yathrib, later renamed Medina, meaning the city of the Prophet. This event, known as the Hijra, marks a pivotal moment in Islamic history. The Hijra was not just a physical migration, but a strategic retreat to a place where Muslims could practice their faith freely. In Medina, Muhammad established a community based on Islamic principles, laying the foundation for a new social order. The Hijra signified the formation of the first Muslim community, the Ummah, bound by faith and a shared sense of purpose. Section 8, the rise of Islam from Medina to Mecca. In Medina, Muhammad continued to preach, and his teachings spread rapidly. His message of monotheism and social justice resonated with many, attracting a growing number of followers. He established treaties with various tribes, fostering peace and cooperation in the region. These alliances were crucial in uniting the diverse and often fractious tribes under a common cause. However, tensions with the Meccans remained high. The Quraysh, the dominant tribe in Mecca, viewed Muhammad's growing influence as a direct threat to their power and the traditional polytheistic practices. Several battles ensued between the Muslims and the Quraysh, including the Battle of Badr, a decisive victory for the Muslims. This battle boosted the morale of Muhammad's followers and demonstrated their resilience and strategic prowess, and the Battle of Uhud, where they faced setbacks. Despite the losses, these battles were pivotal in shaping the early Muslim community's identity and resolve.
We must remain united and strong. Our unity is our strength, and our faith is our shield. Our faith in Allah will guide us through these trials. Together, we can overcome any obstacle that stands in our way.
In 630 AD, after years of conflict, Muhammad and his followers returned to Mecca with a force of 10,000 men. This journey, known as the Conquest of Mecca, was a significant moment in Islamic history. The Meccans, realizing the futility of resistance, surrendered peacefully. This peaceful surrender was a testament to Muhammad's leadership and the strength of his message. Muhammad entered the city triumphantly, destroying the idols inside the Kaaba and rededicating it to the worship of Allah alone. This act symbolized the triumph of monotheism over polytheism. This event, known as the Conquest of Mecca, marked a turning point, paving the way for the spread of Islam throughout the Arabian Peninsula. It laid the foundation for the rapid expansion of the Islamic Empire in the years to come. Section 9. Legacy of the Prophet, a world transformed. In 632 AD, at the age of 63, Muhammad passed away in Medina. He left behind a legacy that would shape the course of history, uniting the Arabian Peninsula under the banner of Islam and laying the foundation for a global faith. Following his death, Muhammad's followers, inspired by his teachings and leadership, carried the message of Islam far beyond the Arabian Peninsula. Within a century, the Islamic Empire stretched from Spain in the west to India in the east, a testament to the power and appeal of Muhammad's message. Today, Islam is the world's second largest religion, with over 1.8 billion